WWE SmackDown review, WrestleMania 37 preview, and predictions for April 10th and April 11th, 2021. A different edition of the WWE Raw review, a WWE SmackDown preview, a WWE Royal Rumble review, surprise entrance I would like to see in the Royal Rumble match. This is part 7 of Should Bill Goldberg Return to Wrestling? This is all about wrestling with the AEW Dynamite review. This is all about pro wrestling with the AEW Revolution preview and predictions. This is all about pro wrestling with the Impact Wrestling results video, AEW Dark results. This is all about wrestling with a WWE preview for WWE Fastlane. This is all about pro wrestling with a WWE Money in the Bank preview and prediction. This is all about pro wrestling with a WWE Backlash preview and prediction. This is all about pro wrestling with the WWE NXT preview, WWE Elimination Chamber preview. This is all about wrestling with a AEW Dark preview. This is all about pro wrestling with the Impact Wrestling preview. This is wrestling with a WWE Royal Rumble prediction and preview. WWE Monday Night Raw review for March 8th, 2021. The show does start off with Bobby Lashley in a segment. I thought the segment was okay. I thought it could have been a little bit better. I'll give the segment about 3.5 stars. Then it goes into a segment, and The Miz is in the ring. The Miz is in the ring with John Morrison. I'll say the segment was okay. It's pretty good. I thought it could have been a little bit better. I'll give the segment 3.5 stars. Then it goes into the rematch from last week. Bobby Lashley and The Miz, they wrestled on last week's Raw. They did start the show off with Bobby Lashley and The Miz. Bobby Lashley wins. 3 stars, was an okay match. Then it goes into a segment with Drew McIntyre. I give this segment 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a segment with Braun Strowman, and R-Truth comes and he has some words. He says Bugs Bunny has joined the Monstars. He apologized. He apologizes for stealing his dentist goldfish. This is what R-Truth says. This is the end of part 1. Next is part 2. This is all about pro wrestling with part 2 of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. Continuing the segment with Braun Strowman and R-Truth. Braun Strowman doesn't ask anything. This is just a little bit of the segment. If you want to watch it in its entirety, you can watch it on the WWE YouTube channel or wherever you can watch it. R-Truth says, my bad. End of segment. I give the segment about 3.5 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a match with Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. There is no winner. They both hit each other with the steel steps. And Drew McIntyre is by the virtual fans. And Sheamus is by ringside. There's no winner. They are both on the floor. Then it goes into a segment with AJ Styles. AJ Styles says, we will talk about Randy Orton. He will talk about it. Have you seen The Fiend? He burnt him to a crisp. That's what AJ Styles says. This is the worst thing Randy Orton could have done. He already hears voices in his head. Randy Orton comes. He says he misses the joke. Are you telling me something is funny? Are you telling me something is funny? He will show him firsthand. Randy Orton says. AJ Styles says, do you need bigger problems? Omos is with AJ Styles. Randy Orton accepts AJ Styles' challenge. AJ Styles says he's crazy. I thought that was a pretty good segment. I'll give it 3.5 stars. Was a pretty good segment with AJ Styles and Randy Orton. Then it goes into a match with Xavier Woods and Shelton Benjamin. This is the end of part 2. Next is part 3. This is part 3 of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. Next match is Xavier Woods versus Shelton Benjamin. Xavier Woods wins. No rating. Then it goes into a segment with Matt Riddle and the New Day come backstage during Matt Riddle's segment. I give the segment about 3 stars. Then it goes into a match with Matt Riddle versus Slapjack. Matt Riddle wins, no rating. Then it goes into a segment with Adam Pearce and Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon tells Adam Pearce to tell Braun Strowman to meet him in the ring. Not going to rate that segment. No rating. This is the end of part 3. Next is part 4. This is part 4 of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. Then it goes into a segment with Shane and Braun Strowman, and Shane McMahon says, I guess I should get what's really off my chest. He wants to say it face to face. Shane McMahon says the events that transpired. Did he have fun last week? He has fun. He has fun. You should too. Relax, Braun. One thing we have to get done. Braun Strowman says, why are we out here? He wants to get to a understanding. Shane McMahon says one thing. Braun Strowman, he doesn't want to make Braun look stupid. Shane McMahon says that's a terrible word. Braun Strowman is quite upset with him. He wouldn't say those words to him, never. You may have heard stupid is, stupid does. This guy is so stupid. Big man, little brain. He would never call him stupid. Shane runs to his SUV backstage. Braun Strowman goes after him. Shane didn't leave. He says he's so stupid. Give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a match with Naomi and Lana versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler win. This is the end of part 4. Next is part 5. Goes into a segment with Randy Orton. Just going to quickly talk a little bit about the segment. He says, are you telling me I have friends in the locker room? My well-being is surprising. The only thing AJ Styles needs to concern himself with is RKO. I'll give that segment about 3 stars. I thought it could have been a little bit better. Then it goes into a segment with Mandy Rose, Charlotte Flair, and Dana Brooke. Thought the segment was okay. I'll give it 3 stars. A quick segment with AJ Styles. He says, I didn't expect him to challenge me to a match. He is crazy in the head. He shouldn't be focused on AJ Styles. He should be focused on The Fiend. Loss he will take into WrestleMania. Was a pretty good segment. I'll give it 3.5 stars. Then it goes into the match with AJ Styles and Randy Orton. This is the end of part 5. Next is part 6. This is part 6 of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. Then it goes into the match. A lockup. AJ Styles is in the corner. Rights from Randy Orton. Stomp from Randy Orton. AJ Styles in the corner. Randy Orton goes for RKO. AJ Styles goes outside the ring. Orton rolls outside. Stomps from AJ Styles. Elbow from Randy Orton. Wrist lock from Randy Orton. And kick. Knee from Randy Orton. AJ Styles goes outside. Back suplex from Randy Orton. Omos stares down Randy Orton. AJ Styles goes back in the ring. Phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles. And both are outside the ring. Irish whip from AJ Styles. Kicks from AJ Styles. Orton and his leg is on the rope. AJ works on the leg. Randy Orton grabs his leg. Right hand from Randy Orton. Randy Orton's head goes on the turnbuckle. Kicks from Randy Orton. Enzuigiri from AJ Styles. Headlock from AJ Styles. Elbow from AJ Styles. Elbow from AJ Styles again. AJ Styles still has him in the headlock. Elbow from Randy Orton. Right hand from Randy Orton. Clothesline from Randy Orton. Both are on the floor. Randy Orton is grabbing his throat. Power slam from Randy. Cover. AJ Styles kicks out. Kick from AJ Styles. Backbreaker from Randy. Cover. AJ Styles kicks out. AJ Styles head hits the turnbuckle. AJ Styles on the top turnbuckle. AJ Styles hits the top rope. This is the end of part 6. Next is part 7. This is part 7 of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. Then finishing the match with AJ Styles and Randy Orton. There's a calf crusher from AJ Styles. Randy Orton gets out. Uppercut from Randy Orton. Almost pulls AJ Styles out. Alexa is on the Titantron. She says not yet. She lights a match. Fire in the ring. He spits out black. Phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles. AJ Styles wins the match. I'm not going to rate that match. I thought it was a good match. And at the end of the show, Alexa Bliss is giggling. I thought the show was okay. I thought the booking could have been a little bit better. Some of the matches were pretty good. I thought it could have been a little bit better. As I said in previous videos, I think WWE Monday Night Raw and WWE Friday Night SmackDown should have a crowd. WWE NXT does have a crowd. It is good to see Bobby Lashley as WWE champion. He does have a new entrance video and a different entrance that was good to see for Bobby Lashley. So we're going to see what they're going to do with Bobby Lashley. As I said in previous videos, he should have a long run with the title. He is doing some good things with MVP and the Hurt Business. I think he should have a long title run. I will be doing a WWE Friday Night SmackDown review. Look out for that. I will be doing a WWE Monday Night Raw review. Look out for that too. I will have a number of videos uploaded before WWE Friday Night SmackDown, and I will have a number of videos uploaded before WWE Monday Night Raw. This is part 8 of the WWE Monday Night Raw review. I will talk a little bit about Raw Talk. It's R-Truth and Kevin Patrick. They shake hands. R-Truth says Alexa Bliss is sadistic. Bobby Lashley is determined. Kevin Patrick says Bobby Lashley's entrance was good. R-Truth says Sheamus and Drew beat each other up. Then it's the first guest, The New Day, and Kofi Kingston says, "Who the hell is this?" R-Truth says he is doubling up on you. Kofi says don't leave him hanging. R-Truth knows a thing or two about bunnies. The New Day have a chance to win the tag titles next week. Kevin is salivating. Kofi Kingston says get the heck out of here before the next guest. Then it's Peyton Royce going to talk a little bit about Peyton Royce. She says, I'm not here to hide my talent. Asuka is injured. Then it goes into the last guest, Matt Riddle. He says he beat Slapjack. He has Mustafa Ali next week. I thought the show altogether was, pretty good. I thought it could have been a little bit better. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you like the video, hit the notification bell. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for those who are new coming in to listen. Thank you again. See you next time.